I understand. I don't understand. Could you speak more slowly? Let me think. That's interesting. Really? Of course. Why not? It depends. That's a great question. These phrases alone can keep a conversation alive. And that is the true purpose of language. Not perfection. Communication. Welcome. Have you ever felt this? You spend hours learning English. You watch videos. You memorize vocabulary. You learn grammar rules. You understand almost everything when you read. But the moment someone starts speaking English, your mind goes blank. You know the words. You know the grammar. But you don't know what to say. And suddenly, you feel nervous. You feel slow. You feel less confident. If that sounds familiar, this video might completely change the way you learn English. Because today, I'm going to tell you a secret that most English learners discover too late. Fluent speakers do not build every sentence from grammar rules. Yes, you heard right. Fluent speakers do not build every sentence from grammar rules. They don't stop and think about tenses. They don't mentally translate every word. Instead, they use phrases, ready-made phrases, small groups of words that come naturally to the mind. Think about your native language. When someone asks how you are, you don't create a new sentence every time. You already have ready-made answers. The same thing happens in English. The more useful phrases you know, the faster you speak, the more naturally you communicate, and the more confident you become. Today, I'm going to share 100 of the most useful English phrases for daily conversation. But don't just listen. Imagine yourself using them. Visualize real conversations. Feel the words becoming part of your daily life. Because language is not learned through memorization. Language is learned through repetition and use. So let's begin. Chapter 1. Starting a conversation. The hardest part of speaking English is often the first sentence. Once the conversation starts, everything becomes easier. Here are some phrases that help you begin naturally. 1. How are you? First phrases. How are you? Example. How are you? I haven't seen you in a week. Simple, powerful, and universal. 2. How's it going? How's it going? Example. Hey John, how's it going? More casual. How's it going? Very common among native speakers. 3. What's up? Friendly and relaxed. What's up? Example. Hi Sarar, what's up? 4. Nice to meet you. Use it when meeting someone for the first time. Nice to meet you. Example. Nice to meet you. My name is David. 5. Long time no see. Perfect for someone you haven't met for a while. Long time no see. Example. Long time no see. How have you been? 6. How have you been? Shows genuine interest. How have you been? Example. How have you been since graduation? 7. It's good to see you. Warm and positive. It's good to see you. Example. It's good to see you again. 8. What have you been up to? A natural way to ask about someone's life. What have you been up to? Example. What have you been up to these days? 9. How was your day? Simple conversation starter. How was your day? Example. How was your day at work? 10. How's everything going? Easy and natural. How's everything going? Example. How's everything going with your new job? Notice something important. None of these phrases are difficult, yet native speakers use them every day. Fluency is not about complicated English. Fluency is about using simple English naturally. Do not elaborate these phrases. Use them the way they are shown. Chapter 2. Talking about yourself. Many learners struggle when talking about themselves. These phrases make self-expression easier. 11. I'm doing great. 12. I'm pretty good. 13. Not bad. 14. I can't complain. 15. I've been busy lately. 16. I'm working on it. 17. I'm trying my best. 18. I'm learning English. 19. I'm really excited about it. 20. That's one of my goals. Imagine how many conversations you can handle using just these 10 phrases. Confidence grows when you have words ready before you need them. 21. What do you think? What do you think? 22. Can you help me? Can you help me? 23. Could you explain that? Could you explain that? 24. What does that mean? What does that mean? 25. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? 26. What happened? What happened? 27. Where are you from? 28. What do you do? 29. What are your hobbies? 30. What are you working on? Questions create conversations. Questions create connections. Questions create opportunities. Never underestimate their power. Chapter 4. Agreeing with people. Agreement makes conversations smooth. Here are common phrases. 31. I agree. 32. You are right. 33. Exactly. 34. That's true. 35. Absolutely. 36. I think so too. 37. That's a good point. 38. I couldn't agree more. 39. You are absolutely right. 40. That makes sense. These phrases make you sound natural instantly. Chapter 5. Disagreeing politely. Not every conversation requires agreement, but disagreement should be respectful. 41. I don't think so. 42. I'm not sure about that. 43. I see it differently. 44. I understand your point, but. 45. I respectfully disagree. 46. That's one way to look at it. 47. I'm not convinced. 48. I have a different opinion. 49. Maybe. But. 50. I don't completely agree. Strong communicators know how to disagree without creating conflict. Chapter 6. Expressing feelings. Language becomes powerful when it expresses emotion. 51. I'm happy. 52. I'm excited. 53. I'm nervous. 54. I'm worried. 55. I'm tired. 56. I'm stressed out. 57. I'm feeling better. 58. I'm proud of myself. 59. I'm grateful. 60. I'm looking forward to it. Emotions create human connection. Never be afraid to express them. Chapter 7. Daily life phrases. These are used almost every day. 61. I'm on my way. 62. Give me a minute. 63. Just a moment. 64. I'll be right back. 65. No problem. 66. That's okay. 67. Sounds good. 68. Take care. 69. Have a nice day. 70. See you later. These phrases appear in thousands of daily conversations. Master them. Use them repeatedly. Make them automatic. Chapter 8. At work or school. Professional communication matters. 71. Let's get started. 72. I'll take care of it. 73. I'll look into it. 74. Keep me updated. 75. Let's discuss it. 76. What's the deadline? 77. I'm available. 78. That's a great idea. 79. I'll do my best. 80. Let's work together. Notice how practical these phrases are. Real English is practical English. Chapter 9. Building friendships. Language isn't just communication. It's connection. 81. Thank you so much. 82. I appreciate it. 83. You are welcome. 84. That's very kind of you. 85. Congratulations. 86. Good luck. 87. I'm happy for you. 88. I believe in you. 89. You can do it. 90. I'm here for you. These phrases strengthen relationships, and strong relationships strengthen life. Chapter 10. The final 10 phrases every learner needs. These are phrases you can use almost anywhere. 91. I understand. 92. I don't understand. 93. Could you speak more slowly? 94. Let me think. 95. That's interesting. 96. Really? 97. Of course. 98. Why not? 99. It depends. 100. That's a great question. These phrases alone can keep a conversation alive. And that is the true purpose of language. Not perfection. Communication. Final message. The real secret to fluent English. Before you leave this video, remember something important. Most people think fluency comes from learning thousands of words. It doesn't. Most people think confidence comes before speaking. It doesn't. Confidence comes after speaking, after practicing, after making mistakes, after trying again, and again, and again. The truth is, a child doesn't become fluent because they know grammar. A child becomes fluent because they hear the same phrases repeatedly. Then they use them repeatedly. Then those phrases become automatic. You can do exactly the same thing. Don't try to memorize all 100 phrases today. Choose 10. Use them this week. Speak them aloud. Record yourself. Use them with friends. Use them in front of a mirror. Use them in your daily life. Then learn the next 10. Small progress becomes big progress. Small confidence becomes strong confidence. Small conversations become fluent conversations. One day, you'll realize something incredible. You are no longer translating. You are no longer afraid. You are no longer searching for words. You are simply speaking. And that's the moment when English stops being a subject and starts becoming a part of who you are. Keep learning. Keep speaking. Keep improving. And most importantly, never let the fear of mistakes become bigger than your dream of fluency. Because every fluent speaker you admire today was once a beginner who refused to quit. And your journey is just beginning.